Et bonjour à toi, salutations. Salutations. Ta. Bienvenue dans Renault Twitch. Ta. Mais j'ai pas le temps, regardez Jojo, je suis sur Naruto, je peux pas tout faire. Naruto me prend tout mon temps. Allez, c'est parti, M&M's toi-même. Normalement j'ai un match, j'ai fait l'entraînement hier. Ouais, en plus je suis 6ème homme maintenant, 6ème homme, ça rigole plus. Mais mes amis, qu'est-ce que le 6ème homme? Eh ben c'est le remplaçant le plus important. C'est celui qui va faire tourner, qui va souvent être là en termes de tournoi, c'est celui qui a le plus de minutes en tant que remplaçant. Pas de musique pendant le chargement. C'est bien parce que le peu de temps que là, la musique s'est activée, je vais me faire strike et... Alors, ça sert à rien. Bonjour, je suis Naruto. Alors, pourquoi j'ai OBS qui se remet devant? Dégage. Progression, non, j'ai rien à changer. Jouer le match suivant en contre. Allez. C'est parti contre les Pearls. Vous allez voir, dans 10 minutes, on va attendre. J'ai faim. Bon, on va voir ce que ça donne. Alors, la question que je me posais la dernière fois, c'est pourquoi je n'arrivais pas à dunker. C'était juste une question de stats. Les bons stats. En fait, j'ai vu au niveau des animations, rien n'était mis. Et quand tu veux l'animation du dunk après contact, il faut avoir 80 en stats. Enfin, 70 en stats et 80 en dunk. Donc, du coup, c'est un peu tendu. Mais là, il dunk un peu plus qu'avant. Plus ça vient. Exactement ça. Ouais, David Orchard. Et là, voilà, vous voyez, je suis pas dans le 5 de départ, mais je pense que dans je pense que 2-3 minutes. Voilà, 6,45. Ouais. Ah, c'est vrai qu'il a une coupe de ouf, lui. On perd. Faut savoir que la coupe du mec là, c'est pas un bug. Il fait lancer franc. C'est ça, voilà, Walker. C'est sa vraie coupe dans la vraie vie. Je saute quand même. Et je suis passé ailier.
Clark, the pass to Smith. The feed to Valanciunas.
Non, j'arrivais pas à sortir. Ah non, ça. C'était moi, je crois que ça arrive des 3 secondes. Parce que j'arrivais pas à sortir des mecs, en fait, ils me bloquaient. Chose qui n'arrive pas en vrai. Ouais, on va y arriver. Bon, on n'a pas de points, pas de passe ici, on a une passe à bonne faute. Oh le bâtard. Donc là, le petit rebond. Ouais, tiens, c'est pas lui que je voulais la faire. Mais pas du tout. Je voulais faire un bon bonheur. Ah, normal quoi.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Smith outside.
Oh, si je mettais. Ah, ça. J'ai changé mon animation de lancer franc, je l'aime bien. Et du coup, je fais plus souvent des perfects. C'est cool ça. Bon, les 2 premiers points, c'est un lancer franc. Il y a mieux. Ouais, il met un parfait. Oh le bâtard. Allez, seulement 3 points les gars. C'est rien, c'est rien. Ça se rattrape. C'est pas moi qui irai le mettre, hein. Mais...
Now the pass to Smith. Here's Clark. DeRozan defending. Here's Smith. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
And his pure defensive effort changed
Je fais choper la balle.
from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look. But
Ouais, je l'avais. Il a pas fait
game.
d'effort dans son saut. Hein.
Here's Clark. No points in the game yet for him. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. Valanciunas dishes to Smith. Out to Brooks. Lock at 6. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
Ouf.
And it's sent back
Ouf, je me suis
by
pris un vieux
Aldridge.
contre. Après, je force un peu, mais personne ne veut tirer. Ah, mais si je suis face à un mec plus grand et qui sait contrer, on est mort. Et Aldridge, il a l'expérience pour ça.
Outside, Walker shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him.
Okay.
And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant with it, working on Walker. And denied, he sends it right
Putain, la vache,
off
se
the
fait
glass.
niquer aussi. Un petit contre.
Here's White. That falls. Nice feed that time
On
from
n'y arrive
Walker.
pas, on n'y arrive pas.
And the Spurs
Attends,
lead by 5.
les mecs, ils essaient pas de
Memphis with
tirer
the ball.
forcément.
Guys,
Ah,
they're
regarde, c'est
looking for a
grand,
way
grand
to
vert.
score
Et...
here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time.
On va écarter un peu le
taking the
jeu.
lid off.
Pass to Smith.
Je la voulais pas, mais...
Brooks against Walker. Here's the lob to Prez.
Oh, il aurait été magnifique. Oh, dommage qu'il ait pas réussi.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, je suis tellement déçu.
Paying off in a
Oh, je
big
suis
way on the
tellement
glass.
déçu.
He is just a tremendously hard worker.
C'est allé où là que j'avais demandé et...
Tight defense on him.
Si j'avais personne devant moi, je dis allez on tente.
Here's DeRozan.
Non.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Clark kicks to Morant. Pass to Smith. Morant with it. He's covered by Gay. Here's
Ok,
Clark.
continue.
Still looking for his first bucket in
Ah
this
putain,
one.
je voulais le rebond
Smith
et
trying to
il
break
m'a bloqué.
loose.
Oh,
And that one's good by Clark.
il m'a empêché de prendre le rebond quoi.
To a lot of those loose
Alors,
balls
faut que je
and
pense essayer de me
rebounds
dégager
here
avec,
to start.
To
avec
the
LB.
inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming
FT.
up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, he's standing 6'11" with a
C'est rien, ça,
7'5"
avec un point d'écart. Même 5,
LaMarcus
c'est rien.
Aldridge prefers playing power
C'est rien,
forward.
c'est le début
But
de
make
match.
no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in
Allez,
for
ok, tu
Walker.
sais pas faire un aller-oop
Then
toi?
for the Grizzlies, Jay Crowder's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Josh Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And with his height and reach,
C'est quoi ma
not many
passe,
that
là?
can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on
Le
his
mec, il y a
jump
personne
shot
devant lui,
is
il arrive...
so
Il a...
high.
Putain,
The rainbow
on dirait moi quand
arc,
je fais une passe.
It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Spurs leading by 5. Mills looking it over. Shoots over Crowder. Mills can't hit. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 35% to start the
C'est
game.
peut-être pour ça que c'est mon personnage.
Here's Morant. Here's Smith. There we go.
Voilà,
Down the
un petit
scoring
rebond
column with that make. He
offensif.
is 1
On
for
aime
4.
ça.
And watching Shea, you can see that he is starting to put in the extra work. in
Moi,
the
je
gym.
dunk,
It
ouais.
takes a
Ouais,
lot
je dunk.
of reps to make it in the
You
NBA,
know,
and
I'm a
the results
dunker.
are starting to show.
Moi je dunk quand il y a des trampolines en
It
dessous.
isn't just the
D'accord.
skill and play. Extra workouts go a long way in building
Là, il faudrait qu'on ait une salle de
camaraderie
trampoline
with
entre
the
nous,
rest of your
c'est
team.
trop bien.
All those
J'aime bien les
things are right
trampolines.
in there. This is it to Melton. 1:37 left here in the first quarter. Morant passes to Smith. And he finishes
Bah écoute,
nicely
je suis
on the
passé.
way. Smith's got 6.
You see the quarter where this Morant has outstanding at
Je voulais
keeping
pas,
his
mais je suis passé.
teammates involved with good looks.
Potato.
He's coming off a
Non, c'est
10-point
pas ça
game
qu'il
against
fait.
Boston.
But it didn't deter him from attacking
J'aime
defensively.
bien les
His
patates.
pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Aldridge
Oh, il m'a niqué.
takes it off the glass.
Il m'a niqué mes
And the
appuis.
Spurs lead by 5.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
Waouh. Pourquoi il a tenté un bras roulé?
Team's rebounding
Putain,
is
merde.
a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. How are hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Smith finds Jackson. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Melton. Off target from three-point range. Spurs leading by 5.
C'est dur d'aller chercher le rebond dans le jeu, putain.
20 seconds left in the first. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
C'est la 7e faute d'équipe. Oh non.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a
Qu'est-ce que c'est le point d'avance, hein? On va y arriver. Et non, 6 points seulement, 6 points. Ah, par contre, c'est la dernière possession du carton. J'espère. On va attendre un petit peu. Allez, on déclenche. Oh non, non mais... Ouf. Ok, 6 points. C'est 2 paniers à 3 points. J'ai gagné du temps parce que la dame elle fait dodo. Quand elle va se réveiller par contre... Alors, est-ce que nos amis ont rattrapé? Ou c'est pire qu'avant? Non, on a rattrapé. Par contre j'ai que 6 points, ah, ça va en vrai. Ouais, 6 points. Des fois je me mets la pression sur mon joueur, mais 6 points c'est raisonnable.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Smith is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward.
En gros, à chaque fois, je viens en fin de quart-temps pour essayer d'apporter du punch dans le match.
And here's Gay. Aldridge kicks to Gay.
J'ai fait faute.
Ah non. J'ai eu peur.
Celui-là aussi.
Celui-là,
tu le allez, hop. Told you.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Mais il va le rebond. On est le dieu des rebonds.
It's Aldridge high post. Spurs passing
Potato.
Shots good
by Walker.
Aldridge is a pro's pro. Keep your eyes open to make a play for someone else.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Steve, the size
voilà, c'est ça qu'on veut voir. Même en chuchotant, je peux pas crier. Sinon j'ai le droit à un mauvais regard. Le Seigneur des Ténèbres, quand il balance des mauvais regards au bout de 3, c'est mort.
And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Outside DeRozan.
Je ne suis qu'un simple gobelin. Et je suis même pas le plus malin de là-bas.
Another shot,
ah,
and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
80 million reasons why Aldridge is able to do this, living up to his contract and one.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, DeMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Spurs trail by 3, and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's bring it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, CJ McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, Marcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
Ah, c'est le cousin, oui, c'est le cousin de David Aldridge, LaMarcus. Ok. C'est pour ça qu'il porte le même nom. Oh.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge, great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
On his way from Clark for 2. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Clark's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
C'est en bas? Bah non, l'espère, ça prend
Antonio calls timeout. Steve, when you think about underrated stars in the NBA, who comes to your mind?
Drew Holiday for me is one. Mike Conley is another. Even a guy that gets a lot of praise, I still don't think he gets enough, is Klay Thompson, especially on the defensive end. It just scratches my head that he's really never made an all-defensive team selection.
It's nice to see underrated guys like Chris Middleton and D'Angelo Russell get all-star berths for the first time.
Yeah, those two are coming on as well.
Outside, White.
Oh, nivelé. Pas dans sa grandeur. Oh, j'ai fait le contraire, lui.
He's made 2 or 3 so far.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here is Brooks. He's coming off a 22-point game against Dallas.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
It's good.
It really turned it around here
Sois pas
in the
méchant avec
second
moi.
quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Non.
Pass to Aldridge. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Last season, it took some time for the Spurs to gel with the early injuries and new faces. They played their best basketball down the stretch. Took the second-seeded Nuggets to 7 games.
Smith with the stop.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be.
Ça c'est grâce aussi à mon badge que j'ai pu le faire parce que vous avez vu finisseur au contact. Et je pense que je l'aurais pas eu.
104 left in the second quarter. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from White. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Aldridge. Great showing for him last season. Last year averaged 21 points per, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
DeRozan, that's good.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's
Mais défendez, les gars.
They can go
Enfin, cet écran-là, pour ça.
It's about being smart right now.
Smith, the
Non, c'est pas lui.
Back to Smith. And
Putain.
stolen by Gay.
C'est à lui que je voulais la faire tout à l'heure.
Pushing it up now. Shots good by Walker.
Putain, shit.
Walker's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Morant kicks to Smith, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas.
J'ai vraiment fait une faute là?
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Ça sent le cul, man. C'est toi qui
And
sens le
here's
cul.
Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. To the middle, here's Smith.
Regarde, est-ce que ça sent le cul?
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And some good action through the first
Fini
2
en
quarters as we reach
positif, comme ça le coach il fait, c'est
cool.
cool.
Up 2.
Sinon ils vont engueuler.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
En vrai, 14 points, 4 rebonds, c'est pas mal. Hein.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, it's
non, je voulais pas faire la passe.
With Pirtle at center. Then there's
je voulais récupérer le rebond. J'ai le seum. Putain, on est derrière. Super, c'est grâce au cul ça.
Well, NBA offenses requiring spacing, and Forbes, a shooter who could not be left open.
Not at all. He's a gunner, still rounding out his game, but the foundation laid is with his marksmanship.
Clark, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Avoir les yeux en faisant des fautes. Comme le match que j'ai regardé ce matin.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Aldridge against Smith, and it's Clark in the corner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Ok, 6e faute d'équipe, c'est bien ça.
You know, Smitty, every team at some point
faces some
locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very
tough. Ce qui est chiant, c'est que j'ai mes coéquipiers, ils mettent pas de 3 points.
Ça, c'est chiant. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Murray outside. Pass to Melton. Smith on the wing. And Derek White picks up the foul.
Allez, petite faute.
That's his first
Oh,
foul
bah du
of the
coup,
game.
oh,
And the
dommage.
bonus will go to the free throw line.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players?
Même LeBron, il a loupé un lancé franc au dernier match. T'as bien mon message, je dis des modos sur les VOD. Enfin, celles qu'on n'a pas. Pas celles qu'on n'a pas en
They give you confidence, and that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton. Murray left side.
Yes, c'est beau ça.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's
Allez,
the
2
guy
points.
they
Allez,
want
on a une
with the
possession,
ball.
les gars.
White looking around, and the pass to Forbes. Pass to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. The turnaround Jay. The Grizzlies pull in.
Fallait être au taquet sur le rebond.
Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Memphis moving that ball around. Clark finds Murray. Smith against Carroll. Clark for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Passe plus écran.
Oh.
Trop bien, on repasse devant.
And if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
To the paint. Here's Aldridge. It's good.
C'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. On est pas revenu, on est plus aux 3 points. On est au coup d'à foot maintenant.
Fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Clark. Passes to Anderson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Hayes got 4 rebounds now tonight. The dish to White. Kicks it to Carroll. Right side Aldridge. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game.
C'est beau, c'est beau.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with this shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Allez, on peut y arriver.
Called the Grizzlies.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety.
Plus de temps mort qu'eux, c'est un bon point.
Sure, but it's been a non-stop parade.
Putain, il est chaud lui.
To the foul line.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Anderson. Brooks comes in for Murray.
C'est beau ça.
And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton.
Et là tu me le mets et c'est bon.
This is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Yes.
And Memphis owning a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in John Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild.
Heureusement que je me suis un peu interposé. Je pense que ça a quand même joué.
Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Now here's Carey. He's covered closely, wants to get it to Gay, and does. It's over Morant.
C'est un peu ambitieux.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Smith outside. He kicks it to Brooks. Back to Smith.
Allez, hop,
ça
c'est bon ça.
And that's now 17 points for Smith.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
Here's White. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Here's Clark. Here's Smith. That one's not going to go.
Dommage, oh
Gay
non.
with the defensive effort.
On va tellement tout retourner.
White with it. He's picked up by Morant. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got it all tied up now for San Antonio. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. The pass to Clark. Smith outside. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Smith left side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Clark for 3. They get it again. And it's Smith.
Mais sérieux, il sait même pas faire ça.
The pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Oh non,
and he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Smith, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
Smith the pass to Morant.
Oh,
he gets that one.
C'était beau.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution, clutch effort all the way around.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. Gay scanning the floor. Over Smith. Gay can't get it to go. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
On va me faire un appel. Il filme. Il me la redonne. Ok, c'est bien, c'est bien. Bon, on continue sur cette lancée, les copains. 103-102. Pas autant sur cette lancée, c'est trop tendu pour moi.
San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 1. Hurdle finds DeRozan. Down low to take the lead. Shots good by Mills.
One of the smallest men on the floor. Mills using his quickness against good interior defense.
Iguodala outside.
Oh oui, ça c'est beau.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
Avec un écran, vous avez vu ce qu'on peut faire.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Pass to Morant. Smith outside. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over. Smith's got 19 points.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Hurdle kicks to Mills. Here's Aldridge. The shot.
Bien joué ça.
No good. Smith with some nice D.
Voilà.
Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Voilà.
And the dunk by Smith.
Voilà, c'est ça qu'on veut.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now here's
On revient à 3 points.
Mills passes to Purtle.
On a repris l'avantage. On a le vent.
Spurs working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Aldridge over Smith.
Shit.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line.
Okay.
LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
C'est un peu tôt pour dire.
His percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
C'est pas lui, il faut la faire.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray.
Yes.
And a dunk by Smith.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Morant. Aldridge against Smith. Murray kicks to Walker. Outside DeRozan. Over Iguodala. San Antonio again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Brooks. And that one is through.
Tout se passe bien. C'est une bonne fin de match pour l'instant.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
On a 7 points là.
Over to the left wing. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go.
On va activer son petit takeover après.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
Mon takeover me permet de prédire les positions de rebond. C'est dur, mais c'est bien.
Walker looking for an opening. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
Si tout le monde me laisse passer.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Grizzlies.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
C'est beau ça.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And a lot of players tonight help contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Valanciunas.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Josh Jackson comes in for Andre Iguodala. Murray's checked in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Jackson finds Smith. Murray against Johnson. Murray, good. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Inspired
tonight.
They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Inside. It's blocked. It's stolen by Smith.
Hop, je regardais même pas.
Passes it to Jones.
Laisse-moi tenter le dernier.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very
Ah, bien. Bien. Ouais. Bien ça. Bien ça. C'est bon ça. Le mec qui prend 15 000 fans en un match.
Kevin, thank you. Nice win for your team, Che. You were the catalyst with all your scoring. Was that the game plan tonight?
David, thank you as always.
Bon, je passe les cinématiques qui vont poser. Le coach prend en moi.
Hey, that's a good question, man. I'm gonna have.
Go on.
All right, bro. Peace.
Ouais, on reste humble pour l'instant. On n'est pas encore exubérant. Bon, on augmente la progression vite fait et c'est parti. J'ai pas d'insigne, rien. Les femmes tuent presque à 100 000 fans. Hein. C'est bon ça. Allez, allez les mamènes. Je vous abandonne. Je vous dis à plus tard dans le placard, à demain, plus dans... non pas demain pas de stream pour moi, mais peut-être les autres streamers de qualité. C'est toi le brocoli. Allez, bonsoir dans le placard.